Hey everybody, happy Friday. We just got back from going for a walk. It's gorgeous outside. And while I was on my walk and sitting in the car doing some work while my son finished his walk, I have been trying to get as much fluids in me, and I wanted to come on today to show you guys some of the products that I have been really loving. Okay, you all know that I'm on a weight loss journey. I've been for 2 years. We all know that I struggled there for a while. I put some weight back on, so I'm trying to get it back off again. And I'm always looking for things that will make it easier for me and keep me, keep my, what am I trying to say? Keep me motivated to keep going. And things that will satisfy my sweet tooth and things like that. So I'm always looking for things to do and things to buy that will help me to stay on track. So I wanted to come on, not to show you makeup, not to talk about pharmacy, not to talk about skincare, but to come on and just talk about some of my favorite products that I've been using to help me on my weight loss journey. So I'm going to show you a few things, and lately I have absolutely been loving flavored water, but flavored water in the store, when you buy the bottles, it can get expensive, guys. So, and I am very picky about my water. I only like Poland Spring water. So if anyone's looking for a little fun fact about Charlotte, it is that I only like Poland Spring water. I don't know why. It's the one thing that I'm really picky about. I don't like any other water except for that. So I buy many cases of Poland Springs because I do try to drink as much water as I possibly can throughout the day. Water is so healthy for you. It's so good for you. And it just helps to get rid of all those toxins, and it just cleans out your body. It keeps you hydrated. It's super important for your skin. So I drink a lot of water. So I usually try and do at least 2 to 3 of these cups a day. And yes, my straw is sticking way out because the ice is in a big clump now, and I can't get my straw to go back in the middle. Don't you guys hate that? It will not go back in the middle of the cup, so that's why it's sticking out like that. But anyways, so I have been loving this next product to make flavored water at home. So let me start off with that first because these are just so good. I'm going to show you kind of different ones, okay, because I've been loving 2 kinds. So the first ones are these Twinnings cold infuse. Okay, they are sugar-free. There's no artificial sweeteners, and they contain natural flavors. So it's 5 calories for 1 tea bag. There's no fat, no sodium, 2 grams of carbs, and they are delicious. They make your water taste so good. Now they have multiple flavors. My 2 favorite are the blueberry apple and the strawberry lemon. Okay, and I found these at Walmart, and they are so good, guys. So good. Let me just show you what they look like. So it looks like your typical tea bag, okay? So what you do is you put that into cold water, ice water, and you let it steep. Now, I keep my bags in the whole time that I'm drinking. You can take them out, but I keep them in because I find that it keeps the flavor enhanced, because the ice, as the ice melts, sometimes it can water it down a little bit as far as taste. So I like to keep the bags in there, but you can take it out. So you add it to your ice water, let it steep in there, and then mix it around. And I'm telling you guys, it's so good and it's so refreshing, especially in the summer. I drank so many of these, used so many of this last summer. And for a while there, I couldn't find them. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And then I went to Walmart the other day and they had them, and they had maybe 4 other flavors. So these are really good. They are a little bit on the expensive side. You get 12 tea bags, and I think they're like $5. So they are a little bit higher priced, but well worth it. Now, the other ones that I got, I had to order. So let me grab those for you guys, because there's a few of them. Okay, these I ordered online, and I found out about these because there was a influencer from pharmacy who was talking about these, and I was like, oh my God, I need these in my life. So I ordered off the website, and I got them in like 2 days. I think it was 2 days, a day or two. I mean, they came right in like super quick. So these are the Bigelow Botanical Cold Water Infusion tea bags. Now in these, you get 18 tea bags. I forgot the price of these. I think they were a little bit more than these, but you get 18 tea bags in here, okay? So these are the flavors that I went with. They did have additional flavors. I got blackberry raspberry hibiscus. I got the blueberry citrus basil. Then I got the watermelon cucumber mint. I got cranberry lime honeysuckle. And I got strawberry lemon orange blossom. I have already, as you can see, tried this flavor, and oh my God, guys, it's so good. It almost reminds me of like a strawberry lemonade, but without all that sweetness and sugar. So good. Now I'm going to show you what they come in. So they come in like your standard tea bag wrapping, okay? So what it says is infuse tea bag in cold water, infuse for 8 minutes, stir bag and squeeze bag and stir, and then leave in if you want for more flavor. So that's what I did. It has hibiscus, chamomile, licorice root, natural strawberry, lemon, other natural flavors, including orange blossom, strawberry pieces, and lemon peel. Guys, I'm telling you, so good. And it gives you step-by-step instructions if you're going by the glass or if you're going with a travel size tumbler or bottle. Guys, you need to get these. And like I said, I ordered these directly off the Bigelow website. So Bigelow Botanicals Cold Water Infusion tea bags, right directly from Bigelow website, because I was not able to find these in the store. So I was like, no, I'm going to just order them. And like I said, I got free shipping, and they were super quick, super quick for getting to me. So that was amazing. Now on another note, coffee. Okay. I have been making my coffee at home. I don't buy coffee outside of my house anymore because I just want to have control of how much cream's going in, how much additives are going into the coffee. So when I was at Target the other day, I picked up 2 new flavors that I had not tried before. And I have a Keurig machine, and I also have an espresso machine. Now these are for the Keurig. You get 16 of them. This is the salted caramel flavor, and it's really good. It's one of the lighter roasts, which I appreciate. It's a balance of buttery sweet caramel and salty notes. And like I said, you get 16, and they were $7.99 a box. Really good. I've really enjoyed this. I've done hot coffee, and I've also brewed it over ice, okay? So that's one. And then the other one is vanilla bean brulee. And this one also is so good, guys. It's another light roast. It's a warm, sweet, creamy vanilla note with a hint of caramelized sugar. And again, this is Target brand. You get 16, and they were $7.99 a box. These have been so good. Now, as far as how I make my coffee, I'm actually going to do like a little TikTok on that, but I have been loving doing the stock black iced coffee. I do about a half of a cup. I have one of those mason jar cups, so I'll fill that with ice, and then I fill halfway up with coffee. Then I go in with my oat milk. I get the unsweetened vanilla oat milk, which has 45 calories for a whole cup. It's delicious. It's a little bit thicker, so it's really nice. And then I will go in with a couple of tablespoons of my favorite creamer. Right now, I have been loving the oat milk caramel creamer. And I'm going to list below on this video all the products, okay? So don't worry about if I don't say a name to the product. I'll have everything listed for you. And then what I do is, if I really feel fancy that day, I will go in with my fat-free Reddi whip, which is only 5 calories for 2 tablespoons. And I will put a little bit of that on top, and then I'll sprinkle a little tiny bit of cinnamon sugar, or I will do a drizzle of sugar-free caramel sauce on top of the whipped cream. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I do both. I'll do the cinnamon sugar and a little bit of caramel on top. And guys, I'm telling you, it is amazing how good that coffee comes out. It's super good. And there are so many coffee recipes that you can do at home. You really don't need to go to a coffee shop, okay? You can come up with some really good coffee selections. And the creamers now, there's so many good creamers. Now, I used to like almond milk, but I have to say that I love oat milk now. I don't use almond milk anymore. I much prefer the oat milk. It's just a nicer flavor. It's a little bit richer, and I absolutely love it. And it is unsweetened, the one I use, but it's vanilla unsweetened. And I'm telling you guys, even if you didn't go in with an additional creamer, it is one of the best ways to make iced coffee. And it's so calorie friendly. And a lot of times, guys, when I only use, like if I just use like a tablespoon of this, sometimes I don't even count it. But this stuff is so good. You cannot tell it's light. I stock up on this. Like I have 4 cans of this because I use it for multiple things, which is going to lead me into my next thing, desserts. Everybody likes desserts. I know I like desserts. So I'm thinking that you guys probably like desserts too. And one of the desserts I have been in love with, addicted to, and just wondering why I never did this before, I actually saw it on one of the girls that I follow who's also on Weight Watchers. She's on YouTube, and she did this for her dessert one night, and I was like, oh my God, like this is amazing. So this is what I do. Christmas Tree Shop, which is one of our stores that are local to our area. So they're not around the entire country, but you can get these, I think, other places, but these are from Christmas Tree Shop. They were $3.69. They're the Pizzelle cookies, okay? So I get the vanilla flavor. Now, it's 140 calories for 5 of these guys, okay? 5. Now, I'm going to just take it out of here. Sorry for the noise. Just so you can see. They look like a waffle cone. That's what they are, pretty much, is just a waffle cone, okay? And they just come in these round discs. They are delicious on their own, but what I do is, when I want a snack, I will take 2 of these. Sometimes I only do 1, but most nights I will do 2. So I'll take 2 of these. I take them, and then I take my Reddi whip. I put a little bit, I use no more than 2 tablespoons, but usually I can get away with 1 tablespoon and 1 little like squirt. I'll spread it on top of here, and then I go in with some sprinkles, some colored sprinkles, and I don't even count the sprinkles, to be honest with you. This makes such a good snack, and it satisfies my sweet tooth. It's delicious, and I just been loving it. Like I every night pretty much have had 1 or 2 of this with my Reddi whip. Sometimes I put sprinkles, sometimes I don't. The other night I did 2 of these. I did Reddi whip, and then I drizzled a little bit of the sugar-free caramel on top. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Guys, it was so good. So good. And these come in different flavors, so you can get them in different flavors. They have all kinds of flavors. In fact, I have to go back to Christmas tree shop and get more because I'm down to 2 packs that are left. So that has been a really big favorite of mine, to crave that sweet tooth at night. Sometimes I'll even have that with a cup of coffee. Sometimes I'll just have the cookie with no whipped cream on it. I'll just grab 2 or 3 of them and have that with coffee, maybe dunk it in my coffee a little bit. They're just really good, and they're really low points. The other thing that you can do is Kid Fresh has waffles, and you can find Kids Fresh in Targets. Most Targets carry the brand Kid Fresh. They have waffles, they have chicken nuggets, which if you love chicken nuggets, you can have 5, I think it's 5 or 6 chicken nuggets for really low points with Kid Fresh brand. So if that's something that you really like and you miss, you can have 5 or 6 of those with a little bit of dipping sauce, and have a side of maybe some shoestring fries, because shoestring fries, you can have so many shoestring fries if you air fry them for such little points. It's insane. And I don't fry anything. I use my air fryer for everything. And if you are on a weight loss journey, or you're on a health journey, or you just want to eat better and cook more nutritiously, I'm telling you guys, get an air fryer. You will not be sorry. I have an air fryer, and I also have a pressure cooker, the new modern ones, and it does everything. It steams, it broils, it bakes, it does so much stuff, and it's super easy to use. You don't have to be afraid of it. It's not like the old days when you were afraid that you're going to burn your face off. And then the air fryer I use for everything. I do chickens in there. I do my French fries. I do pizzas. I do chicken nuggets. I do everything. So get an air fryer, guys. You will not be sorry. And get the biggest one. If I can give you any advice, get the biggest one. Spend a little extra and get the biggest quart size that you can find, because once you get an air fryer, you are going to want to use it for so many things. I started out with the smaller one, and then I was like, I used it so much, and then I knew all the other stuff that you could do in it, so I ended up buying a bigger one. And now the one I have is, I think it's the biggest size that you can get. And guys, I can do a whole baby roasted chicken in mine. So you definitely go for the bigger. Bigger is better in that case, definitely with air fryers, okay? And I also have a crock pot. I utilize my crock pot. So those are 3 things that I use quite frequently. Another good pan to have is a wok pan. Everyone, I think, should have a wok pan and a grill pan that you just put on the stove, an actual square grill pan or a round one. I have a square one, and then I have a big round one, and I use my grill pans for so much, okay? Because again, I don't fry anything, okay? I don't fry. I either grill, air fry, or bake. That's it. So now this leads me to my next dessert. I got off track. I'm sorry. Kid Fresh waffles, or any of the waffles that you like. If there's a favorite waffle that you like. Now, Eggo has a salted caramel waffle, and they are a lot higher in points, okay? I think one waffle is like 7 points, if I'm not mistaken. But if you have the points and you are looking for a really tasty dessert, take a waffle, toast your waffle, and then put Reddi Whip on top. And then you can do just sprinkles, or you could do your caramel, or you can slice up some strawberries or blueberries and put it on top in a sundae bowl, and that will make the most delicious dessert you've ever had. I'm telling you. And it's not that bad in points, especially if you have leftover points or you have a lot to spare at the end of the night. Do yourself a favor, toast up a waffle, put the Reddi Whip, and then put some toppings on it. Even if you want to put sugar-free chocolate syrup, you can almost make it like a waffle cone sundae. Your waffle is going to take the place of the sugar cone. Your Reddi Whip is going to take the place of your ice cream. The other thing you can do is get sugar-free, fat-free Cool Whip and freeze that, and take a scoop and put that on top of your waffle, and then put your toppings, your sugar-free toppings, and your fruit. And guys, it's so good. You can thank me later, okay? You can thank me later, and you will. So those are some of my dessert ideas that I have been really loving. The other thing, of course, sugar-free puddings with Reddi Whip on top. You can do a layer, you can do Cool Whip. Cool Whip's another product I always have in stock. I get the sugar-free, no-fat Cool Whip, and I put it in the freezer, and it tastes just like ice cream when it's frozen. Scoop a couple of scoops out, and sometimes I'll just scoop like 2 small scoops of that, and I'll put some sugar-free toppings on top of that, or I might throw in something else on top. The other thing you can do is take the Cool Whip, put it in a bowl with your toppings, and then take one of your Pizzelle cookies, break it up on top as a topping. And I'm telling you guys, it's so good. You'll love it. You'll love it. So yeah. So guys, that is just my little mini haul that I wanted to show you about some of my favorite weight loss journey products that keep me on track, that keep me feeling satisfied, that just make me look forward to actually still being on this journey after 2 years. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it gets easier. It doesn't get easier. It becomes a part of your life, and it becomes a way of living. It becomes part of a lifestyle, but it never gets easier. You always have to consistently be working at the weight loss. Always, you have to. You can't just give up and say, okay, I've reached my goal now, so I'm good. I can eat anything I want. I can do this. No, because your weight's going to come back on so fast. That was the mistake I made between my mom's death, COVID hitting, and all these things, all these stressors came into my life. I'm an emotional eater, and I love food, so that's a really bad combination, okay? And I got to the point where I was so close to my goal weight of 150 for my original major goal. I got cocky. And then I got depressed. And then I got cocky, and I got depressed. And then I got lazy. I didn't want to count points. I wasn't in the mindset to count points. I did not care. I didn't care. I'm going to keep it real. I did not give a flying hoot about my diet. I didn't care about Weight Watchers. I didn't care. I was so depressed and so in such a bad place mentally. And it took me a while to get myself out of that. And in the process, I put on weight. I put on like 7 pounds, close to 8 pounds. And let me tell you, that may not sound like a lot, but when you've lost it and it comes back, 8 pounds feels like 40 pounds. And I'm just keeping it real. It feels like 40 pounds. It doesn't feel like 8 pounds. You feel like you are the biggest beached whale in the country. Like everything goes out of whack. Your body starts being like, what the hell is going on? She took sugar away from us. Now she's giving us sugar. Now she's trying to take it away again. And oh, we feel sluggish. And then you start to feel tired. You start to feel sluggish. You don't feel good. And then because of that, your depression gets worse. And you get more tired because now not only is it because you're depressed, but you're tired because you're not eating properly. Your body goes into shock because you're giving it stuff that it went without for over a year. It doesn't know what to do with itself. And then the addiction comes back. So now you start craving those things, and it's just a vicious cycle. So it's hard. It never gets easier. It just becomes a way of your lifestyle, but you always have to work at it. And when you fall off the wagon and you screw up, you cannot You cannot punish yourself. I did that. I sat there and I looked at myself in the mirror and said, there you go, you fat pig. You did it. You only had a few pounds to go to hit your goal weight. And now look, now it's double. How are you going to achieve that? It took you so long to get to this point, and now you just added on another 10 pounds. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now you look ugly again. Look at this roll, and now this is tight, and all those clothes you just bought, now you don't want to wear them because now it's going to show everything, and all that money's wasted, and blah, blah, blah. And you keep, I did that for months. I did that to myself. And that does not work, guys. It doesn't help you. It's not going to help you get back on track. It's going to make it so it takes you longer to get on track, because then you feel defeated. You feel defeated. At least I did. And I felt like, why bother? Like, why bother? Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of counting points. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. I don't want to do it anymore. I failed. I know I failed. So why am I going to bother? I didn't make it. I failed. I didn't fail. I just hit a setback. I hit a roadblock. I didn't fail. And you know why I didn't fail? Because I did not give up. It took me longer than I wanted it to get back on track. But I got back on track. So guess what, guys? I didn't fail. I didn't fail. Because you can only fail if you don't try. You can only fail if you fall and don't get back up. That's the only way you can fail. You can't fail if you get back up and try. And I don't care how many times you fall off the bandwagon of your weight loss journey. I don't care. It can be 1, 2, 10, 50 times. It doesn't matter. As long as you get back up and you start again. It may take you longer the next time, but you know what? You're going to remember that lesson. The next time you go to feed into that temptation, or the next time you go to feel sorry for yourself, or the next time you don't reach out for support, you're going to remember that moment. You're going to remember that moment, and you're going to remember how hard it was to start over. And I guarantee you, you won't do it many more times. It's hard. It's hard. There is no easy solution to weight loss. There is no magic cure. Pills are not a cure. None of that is. The only accurate and really honest to God cure that can help you, it's not even a cure. I shouldn't even say that. It's not even a cure, is weight loss surgery. But that's just a tool to help you. Even with weight loss surgery, if you don't follow the diet and you don't change the way that you eat and the way that you take care of your body, if you don't exercise, guess what? That surgery is not going to work. You're going to stretch your stomach back out, and it's not going to work for you. Your weight's going to come back on. So if you think that even weight loss surgery is the easy way out, it is not. I have not had weight loss surgery, but I know people have. And it is not the easy way out. That's a tough surgery, and you have to be committed. You have to be. It's a long road after weight loss surgery. And you have to be committed. You have to be. You have to be committed with any weight loss or health journey. You have to be, because you're not going to make it if you aren't. You have to really ask yourself really important questions. And the first one is, how important is this to me? How important is losing weight to me? What am I going to gain by losing weight? Do pros and cons. What are your reasons why? What inspires you? Why do you want to lose weight? How much weight do you want to lose? And how much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to work to get to those goals? You have to ask yourself that, because that's an important question. That's your point A. You can't get to point C without point A, okay? You can't. You have to start off somewhere, and you have to start off at point A to reach point C. Because if you don't know the reasons, how are you going to set goals for yourself? How are you going to stay motivated if you don't have a reason, if you don't have something that inspires you to reach those goals? Every day, write in a journal. Every day, write down everything that you feel is important, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you reached all your goals that day and you reached your point and you didn't go over and you had a great day, write it down. But don't just write the good stuff. If you had a bad day and you went over your points or you messed up, write it down. Write it down, accept it, let it go, turn the page. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. And do not ever talk negatively to yourself. If you don't talk to yourself in a positive way and you're not kind to yourself, why should anyone else be? And you know what? If you can't be kind to yourself, you're going to let people mistreat you. You're going to let people say things to you about your weight and all that. And you're going to come to the point where you're going to stop believing the negative things that people say about you. You're going to feel every word that they say and you're going to take it to heart. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm here to tell you, I'm 51 years old. It took me 50 years to finally say, you know what? If I lose weight, I lose weight. I know I need to lose weight. It's going to be what's best for me for my health. But if I don't lose the weight, I'm still an amazing person. My weight does not define me. It does not change who I am inside. It does not change the type of person I am. It does not make my heart any smaller. It doesn't make me love any less. It doesn't make me care any less. It doesn't make me help people any less. The only thing that my weight gain does is make me feel bad about myself. That's all it did. Until I came to terms with the fact that it's okay to be comfortable in your skin regardless of the size of your body. I started the weight loss journey because I was not happy with what I saw in the mirror. And I didn't feel good, guys. I didn't feel good. I felt like crap all the time. Going up a flight of stairs killed my knees. I was out of breath. I couldn't walk that far. We would go on vacation. I would have a hard time getting through the parks at Disney. Or if we tried to walk as a family, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It hurt. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I have people that depend on me, but I depend on me. I don't want to die at a young age and miss out on life because I let food take over and I let food become the enemy. No. I was like, I am not going to let food control me anymore. I can't let food control me anymore. Now, I love who I am, but I know that for me to be absolutely 100% happy with me, I need to take that rest of the weight off. I need to reach that goal. And not just for the weight loss, but because I need to know that I reached it, that I was able to obtain that weight loss goal. I need to know that I reached that 150. It's important to me. And I know that I will feel a lot better about myself mentally. And when I look at myself, even though I have come to love myself and be okay with my size, I'm okay with it, but I'm even better when I've reached the goal that I wanted. And I'm even better when I look at myself and I say, you did this. Look what you accomplished. Look at what you accomplished. You did it, girl. And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. So that's my reasons. That's my why. And I want to be around for a long time. And I'm only 5'3", barely. So, you know, I can't afford to have a lot of weight on this body. This body's getting older. I'm 51. Like, after a while, my body's going to be like, hey, girl, like, we've been carrying a lot of weight for many years. We're getting old. And I was getting close to being at danger for diabetes, you know, all kinds of stuff. And I had a total hysterectomy. So my bones are already weakened. And I didn't want bones starting to break because they were trying to hold up massive amounts of weight. So, I mean, there was so many reasons why I started on this weight loss journey. And there's still many reasons why I continue. And I'm good with knowing that I had a setback. I'm okay with that. Like I said, I wrote it down, I acknowledged it, and I let it go. And I moved on. And now I'm finding ways to get excited again, excited about being healthy, excited about continuing this weight loss journey, and just finding reasons to embrace this new way of eating and know that it is a lifestyle and I'm way beyond the diet stage. This is a full-time, committed lifestyle way of eating for me. I know in order to stay at the weight that I want, I am always going to have to be careful of what I eat, how much I eat. It's forever now. So I'm past the diet phase. I am now into the lifestyle phase. I'm on my last part of my weight loss journey, my diet, okay? I have about roughly 14 pounds to go now till I get to 150. And that's me. I was a lot closer, but that is what it is. It's 14 pounds now, so I have to work harder. But after that, it's lifestyle. It's no longer a diet. It's a lifestyle. So don't give up. Join weight loss group chats. Go on Facebook and utilize all the Weight Watchers girls that are on there and YouTube. Take down recipes, save recipes. Pound Dropper is one of the best girls to go for recipes. I think it's www.pounddropper.com, something like that. But she's on YouTube. She's on Facebook, I believe. She has such amazing recipes, guys. And follow other Weight Watchers girls and iTrack Bites people and follow their journey. Get ideas. It'll give you creative ways of keeping your food choices fresh and new and interesting, where you won't get bored. You're not going to get sick of the same thing. I have found that you can make chicken like hundreds of ways. Like, you will never run out of ways to make chicken. You can, if you're bored of eating chicken, it's because you are not utilizing the internet. Because let me tell you, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of chicken recipes just with Weight Watchers alone, okay? Not mentioning iTrack Bites and all the girls that do their own specialized recipes. So if you are bored with your food and you've run out of ideas, you need to go on to YouTube, you need to go to Google, you need to go to Weight Watchers, you need to go to iTrack Bites, and you need to start copying and pasting and keeping a notebook of recipes, because I'm telling you guys, there are thousands of them. And once you find something that you like, stick with it. If you get bored with it and you get sick of it, find something while you're using that, so like while I'm using this, I'm always looking for something else to replace this when I don't want to have this anymore. Maybe after 2 or 3 months, I'm tired of it. I don't want it anymore. I'm going to take those 2, 3 months to find substitutes so that I already have a substitute in place when I get tired of using this. So if you always keep ahead of it and you always are looking for things to replace things, you will never have a span of time where you don't have anything. And that's the time that's going to be important, because that will be the time that you slack off and you go to your old ways of eating, or you say, well, it won't hurt. I'll just have this, just this couple for the next couple of days until I can find something else for this. Or I'll just have a soda, or I'll just have regular tea, like raspberry tea or sweet tea, and I'll keep looking for something else. The minute you do that, you're going to mess up everything in your body by doing that, and your body is going to start to crave that sugar, and you're going to have to start back at square one. So don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Always have a substitute for something that you like. Always, 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 okay? Whether that be drinks, food, snacks, anything, always, always have a substitute so that when you get tired of having this, you switch off automatically to the next best, healthiest thing that you can drink, okay? There are tons of really good books out there. Again, utilize YouTube, guys. It will be your best friend, and you will never feel alone on your journey. You'll have so many people that you will find connections to and follow and comment to and talk with. It's incredible. The support community and the support that comes on YouTube when it comes to the weight loss community, it's amazing, guys. It really, really is. So yeah, just do research. I do a lot of meal prepping. I try to cook for several days at a time so that I have food ready for me, so that I don't have that urge to just pick at things. I don't have the urge to be overeating or saying, oh, I'm just too tired to cook tonight. I'll just go and get takeout tonight. It's not going to matter. Don't do that. Have meals made and ready if that's the type of person you are, so that you don't get into that rut. You have it, you can warm it up, or just at least start it and have all your vegetables chopped, have everything organized in bags ready to go, so when you get home you can just cook it. Air fryers will be your best friend. Pressure cookers, your best friend. Crock pots, your best friend. Grill pans, your best friend. And just meal prep. Meal prep, get the containers off of Amazon. They're so worth it. I get the little tiny condiment cups so that I know exactly how much of a dipping sauce I'm using. I know that 1 cup is so many points. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to measure it out. I can pre-fill those cups, have them ready to go in the fridge. There's just so much, guys. I could talk for hours on this subject. Hours. But yeah, just plan out your meals. Don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry. Go with a list and don't stray from the list unless it's a healthy thing. If you've forgotten something, you see something that you know is healthy, that's okay, but don't stray from your list. And also, if you are cooking food for your family and they're not on the same diet or plan or lifestyle, have something that you can be chomping on that's healthy while you're cooking, so that you're not picking at the food that's not healthy for you. Have a little dish of carrots, or a dish of grapes, or a boiled egg, or something that is really healthy that's going to satisfy you, so that while you're cooking these other foods, you're not going to be touching that food. You'll have your little snack beside you to eat, and then you will make your meal. Okay, that's the best advice I can give, because when I first started, it was so hard to be cooking meals for my family, and the smells and I'll be like, well, I'll just try it, just make sure it's cooked, or I got to try it because I got to see if it tastes good, right? And then it would be, I'd take a little bite and I'm like, wow, that's really good. Another little bite's not going to hurt. I'll take another bite. And especially if it was pasta related. The other thing, guys, oh my God, the other thing, if you are a pasta lover, you go on to Amazon, you have to get Carbonata Pasta. You have to. You have to. It is the best tasting low carb pasta that you will ever eat in your life. You get a good amount for like 3 points. And it starts off, when you put it in the pan, it looks like it's not going to be enough. You say, that is never going to fill me. That's way too small. But once it cooks, it swells up a little and it's super, super filling, guys. I love that pasta. And you feel like you're cheating, but you're not. So Amazon Carbonata Pasta, they have several flavors, like there's a garlic one, there's a lemon one, there's a fettuccine, there's egg, there's all different ones. Guys, I'm telling you, if you are a pasta lover, get that and treat yourself once or twice a week with that pasta. And then make your own marinara sauce. Weight Watchers has a really good homemade marinara sauce that's super healthy and super low points. They have low Alfredo sauces in the store that are like 1 point for like a quarter cup. I get that. They have the garlic one. There's another one, but you can find those in the grocery store, and you can put a little bit of that on top of that pasta. Oh, so good. A little parsley. And also you can order the Weight Watchers book that will give you like information for restaurants and all the foods that you normally were used to eating. You'll have that all in one book that you can keep going back to. And then of course, Weight Watchers, you can find out anything you need to know on Weight Watchers, especially if you have the app or you join Weight Watchers. You get all your points, recipes. They'll tell you exactly how many servings you can have, for how many calories, what's good alternatives for your most favorite meals. They'll give you alternatives. But yeah, so I'm going to start doing more of these, guys, because I have so much to say about this subject. And I know so many people struggle with weight and weight loss, and I'm going to start doing more of these. So the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to talk more about more of my favorites. I want to do one on alternatives for your most like favorite comfort foods, guilty pleasures, how to have a hamburger still and not blow all your points on a hamburger, the best type of hamburgers you can buy, the type of bun that you should be getting that's the lowest point, the type of hamburger you should be buying. Even chicken and turkey, guys, you have to be careful because it has to be like 97 to 99% fat free and the leanest cut to be low points, because even turkey and chicken, it can be very high, especially if it's bone-in chicken. If you're going with thighs and things like that and it has skin, it's high, okay? It's high in calories and it's not the best. So even though on some of Weight Watchers plans, chicken's considered a 0-point food on Blue Plant, but it depends on what chicken you're eating, okay? So those are the things you have to double check before you just go in and say, oh, I can have any chicken I want. No, it depends on what part of the chicken, what you're using to cook it, how you're cooking it, and if you're using things to marinate it with, are you seasoning it with certain things? That all plays a role, okay, guys? So I'm going to do more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I helped somebody. If you have questions, leave them below or private message me. If you need a support person or a diet buddy, let me know, or a mentor, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that with you and help you in any way that I can. And yeah, and I wanted you guys to see that there's more to Charlotte than just pharmacy. I love pharmacy. I love pharmacy. I love being a beauty influencer, and it makes me happy. And pharmacy helped me in so many ways also on my weight loss journey. It's incredible, and I'll do another video on that one day, but just telling you how pharmacy has helped me in my weight loss. and to make me feel better about myself and to make me finally feel pretty again. That's pharmacy. And like I said, I'll get into that at another time. But I wanted you guys to know that there's more to me than just pharmacy or what you see on my Facebook on a daily basis. There's so much more to me. And I have a Facebook page on my weight loss journey. If you want to follow me, if you want to do that, you can message me and I'll send you the link. But yeah, Charlotte's more than pharmacy. She's more than a wife or a mother, a friend, a niece, a daughter. I'm more than all that. I am me, and there's so many sides to Charlotte. And a lot of those sides, honestly, I haven't shown on Facebook or social media because out of fear and out of the fear of being rejected or being made fun of or people being negative. But I'm going to change that. I'm just going to be open and I'm going to stop sharing parts of my life and parts of me. And if people take it negatively or there's negative consequences, that's okay. Because you know what? I've learned that's not about me. That's about them. That has nothing to do with me. It's because they are very unhappy and they need to break people down. They need to tear people down to make themselves feel better. And you almost have to feel bad for people like that. Like I just say, you know what? Let me pray for you and let me send you healing vibes and good vibes and positivity vibes because you need them. You need them way more than me. And I feel bad that you're so unhappy in your life that you have to bring others down to make yourself feel better. I can't really be mad at someone like that because there has to be something really bad in their life going on to make someone do that. Because happy people and kind people and typical people don't go out of their way to tear anyone else down, especially when it's someone being vulnerable and honest and open. What you're not going to do that. So there has to be something in you that's broken, something in that person that is so broken that that's the only way that they can function is by tearing somebody else down. So I've learned that lesson. So now I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be Charlotte. I'm just going to open up about things and it may help somebody. Other people may say I have no interest in that and that's okay. But I have held back so much and the way that I am in person and sometimes the way that I come across on my videos is so different. And it's the other reason that's held me back on lives because I know how I am in person and I'm just so afraid that people won't like the real me on a live because I'm not a professional. I'm not drop dead gorgeous. I'm just an average 51-year-old woman that does get intimidated by other people that I see that are so beautiful and thin and, you know, they have all the things that I feel like make me less than because I may not have them. And that's so wrong. It's such a bad way to think. And I work every day on not thinking that way. It's every day that I have to work on that. Every day I have to tell myself, do not do that. Do not think that way. You are amazing the way you are. And you don't compare yourself to other people because you have so much to offer and it's enough. So I just get so scared that if I just show the silly side of me or the laid back part of Charlotte or the clumsy Charlotte or the insecure Charlotte or the Charlotte that makes mistakes that's really not that great at makeup but can fake it really good, that you guys won't like me or that you won't follow me or you'll make fun of me. So I need to get over that because the only one that can change that is me. And I have to just stop that. So that's what I'm working on right now, guys. It's been a long road. It's tough. It's not easy, but every day I'm working on it. And the only way that I'm going to be able to work on it the way that I need to is just to stop being me, letting you guys into my world a little bit more, and just being who I am on lives and in person. Like, and if you like me, you like me. If you don't, that's okay too, because I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I'm okay with that. So anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for letting me into your life, into your home for a little bit. And thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And I do hope that it hits close to home with some of you, that I've helped some people, and that you feel like you have a friend, and that you know that you can come to me and lean on me for support if you're on a weight loss journey. Okay, so anyways, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll be back with a video on Monday. All right, guys, bye.